Welcome to Takashi Recap. This video will be off Chill Out Session 1 livestream. Please enjoy the show.
Welcome to Takashi Recap. This video will be off Chill Out Session 1 live stream. Please enjoy the show.
I do this shit to chill with the guys. Besides,
and a lot of times, and a lot of podcasts that become successful, that's basically how you just said is how they start. They become successful. A lot of like streams and podcasts and stuff, and then it ends up becoming like something. Yeah, because you end up just becoming chill, human, and you talk about that's why Joe Rogan's podcast is one of my favorite podcasts, because it talks about different things. It doesn't just stick to one thing. You talk about anything from politics to sports to media to like anything, like in general, like ABCD, all the above. Talks about everything. And I have been watching other podcasts. I do get into watching podcasts about other people's stuff. That's what I do get into as well. Obviously, because that's how I met you, Jay. I met you through the Duke and Don, right? That's where I met you through.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met you through there. And then I love when like Primal, you and me and like other people jump in Primal studies, because that's I just think it's something that's more I guess better like quietly, it's better structured. And it doesn't let people go on rants a lot, because I think with the Primal show, I think it's more we get right to the point and we don't beat around the bush.
So
and
we're not gonna speak our minds, basically.
Yeah, and like we don't have to like go on a long.
Turn to speak.
No, and no offense to Ayande, because I respect Ayande, what he's doing, his purpose, but it's just that Ayande tends to go on long rants, and he tends to overtalk people and talk people down. Sometimes, like but even though he does get tested by women.
I mean, if we're gonna be honest, then everybody talks over everybody. If we're gonna be honest,
well, I mean that's true. That's true. Especially there, though. Especially there on that one, they do. Especially on the Duke and Don.
We'll see. Allende's the bigger. Honestly, I think Allende rules the stream. To be honest, if we're gonna be honest. If
he's on it with Duke,
Duke,
and it's no longer the Duke show. It's the Allende show.
Allende show, yeah.
It's the Allende show. It's Allende and Don, not Duke and Don anymore. It's and but I mean, hey, it's just I like the structure of the Primal Study Chat sometimes more, even though I appreciate what Duke has done and he's allowed me on his platform and talk with him, and he asked me my opinion. I asked for their opinion. I don't really ask them any questions on his stream that much, but I'm mostly there to listen. Half the time when the streams start and the end, I'm already falling asleep. I'm already going to sleep because I got to wake up at 3 a.m, sometimes 2:30 in the morning. Certain schedules I have, and so yeah, but it's usually ends up late. Like you fell asleep on like 2 of their streams. I remember you told me. I remember you.
Marcus hit the exit button to drop himself off the panel.
Marcus hit the exit button to drop himself off the panel.
Yeah, you cut off.
My bad. Yeah, it's because I accidentally pressed the back button or some shit.
Oh, you pressed the back button. I thought it kicked you out. I'm like, okay.
No. I think I pressed the wrong button, but no. Yeah, I was saying. I remember like we were talking about the streams and how sometimes people can go on tangents and long running sentences, but I remember you fell asleep. I think on one of them, right? Was it Primals or was it Duke and Don's? I think you were either on Primals or Duke and Don's show. I think you hit your mute or some shit, but you fell asleep or something. Can you hear me? Or am I?
Say it again. Say it again.
No, I said, didn't you fall asleep one time on one of the streams?
Yeah, I did. I think it was after Duke and Don stream. Yeah, I passed out, and then you told me that you passed out afterwards.
Yeah, because I had fell asleep and I woke up and I saw you on the stream because I was still on the stream. Yeah, and then I was like, wait a minute. It was like, is this dude like, is he put it on mute? He's like, nah, yeah, and they could hear you snore a little. You're snoring. I was like, oh shit. I was like, guilty. I'm guilty too. And I don't blame.
Were you snoring or was I snoring?
You were, but I guess people have heard. I don't know if somebody heard me because I snore sometimes in my sleep. But
Well, see, I
I
was muted, so they shouldn't be able to hear me because I muted. I mean, I was muted the whole time.
oh yeah, so then it must have been me. It must have been me. But I was like Jay, and then I was like messaging you on the stream, and I was like, yo, this guy fell asleep. He fell asleep.
Oh, by the way, if you wonder why I keep looking at I'm looking at my TV here while we're talking. I'm watching Queen of the Damned. It's one of my favorites. Besides Interview with a Vampire.
Oh yeah,
Dude, I love
I
Queen of
thought
the Damned.
I
Like
I
that,
like
that's actually my
Aaliyah.
introduction. That was my introduction into metal music.
I like Aaliyah. I think she was attractive.
Aaliyah?
Yeah, the girl who plays the queen, the vampire queen.
Oh yeah, she passed though. I didn't even know she passed away. Or she got an accident. She passed away. She was gorgeous.
She was
Everyone talk
gorgeous.
about listen. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Listen, I told you I like my black ladies, but she was gorgeous. I've seen her in two movies before. That Queen of Dan and the other one.
With Jet Li. Jet Li. Romeo Must
Yeah, the
Die.
Jelly, that one. Yeah, that was that movie had me rolling. That was a funny ass. Now that's a funny ass movie. I can
Yeah.
laugh all throughout that movie. You literally had the fat guy freaking fall out the building with him. He said, "Sorry, moron." Just dumped his fat ass out there.
Oh yeah, Corey. Is that Corey
That was
Anderson
so
or some
funny.
shit?
Yeah,
Anthony
that was his
Anderson.
name. Anthony Anderson.
Anthony.
Yo, I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's a funny guy.
He's skinny
I've
now,
never
but
thought.
he's skinny now.
Well, he's skinny
Remember
now. He
he?
shouldn't be
Yeah.
skinny.
Oh yeah, he's skinny now. He's thinned out right now.
The hell did he go through freaking weight loss training?
I don't know. He lost like over 150 pounds or some shit. Yeah,
Okay.
he lost like half or like most of his weight that he used to be, and yeah, he got in shape. But you know, yeah, like I've always been a big fan of martial arts like actors. So like Jean-Claude Van Damme was one of them. Jet Li, Jackie Chan. I've always been a fan of martial arts like action stars. Michael J. White.
Yeah,
Michael
Michael
J.
J.
White.
White's awesome.
That fool's
Michael J.
not
White's
only is
one of my
he
favorites.
not
He's a
only is he
martial
buff.
artist.
Yeah, he's not only is he buff, he has the muscles and the fighting to back up his
Well,
muscles. You know.
yeah, man, he could have been. He actually could have played Blade or Green Lantern, and that'd be cool. Well, he can't make him be Green Lantern. He can't be just saying that cheesy shit. He'd be on that serious shit. If you're gonna do a Green Lantern, if he would be John Stewart, then that motherfucker has to be able to have that
Cuss.
stoic look. And, yeah, he's
He's got
gotta
to
be
be
able
able
to
to cut.
yeah cuss. He's gotta be able to cuss and just be like just go in on them as a Green Lantern, just doing spinning
Yeah.
kicks and stuff. Yo,
I
I'm sorry,
the
man.
what
I love
there
Michael
was
J. White. Michael J. White is awesome. I'm sorry.
I
I have
was
nothing negative to say about that man.
I was gonna say that the the John Stewart Green Lantern, I always thought Idris Elba could play him. I always thought Idris Elba could play him. Like for some reason, I feel like he perfectly fits to play John Stewart. Do not put Will Smith and John Stewart because that shit will suck.
Nah, man, he
But
already do listen. He was already in cosplay in Suicide Squad. I wasn't a fan of that.
well, that
Like
that
that
first
outfit,
Suicide Squad, the first Suicide, no, the
trash.
mask. I like the mask. I will say I like the mask, but I didn't like the costume. I
No,
did
yeah,
like
because
the
it
gun.
looked like cosplay. That's why it didn't look real.
Yeah, yeah. But the guns and the mask were my two favorite things. But the overall suit sucked. But the Suicide Squad they made this year, like last year, was it last year? Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Uh,
last year. That was good. That was really good.
that was a good Suicide Squad. Like there's not many DC movies I like, but the Zack Snyder Justice League was great. It was amazing. I thought it was great.
The
I
Zack
thought it was
Snyder
a
one was
great.
way better than that theatrical bullshit they made because I actually bumped it up to an 8.
Yeah, I put it as an 8.5. For me, I put it as an
That's as high
8.5.
as I could put it. But yeah, it was
Yeah.
better than what it was.
It was way better. And then so for me, the three best DC movies, well, four. The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight was one of them. The Joker. That's one of the best DC movies. And then I liked
Yeah, Joker. Yeah.
the Suicide Squad. I like Zack Snyder's Justice League, and Man of Steel. Man of Steel is actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel is a 8 for me, and that's all about as far as I give it. Or 7.5 to an 8. But I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like the fighting the Kryptonian